It has been over a year since we had a first look at the BMW G 310R. Finally, it's time for a first ride on the 2017 BMW G 310R. Ultimate Motorcycling Associate Editor Kelly Callan took a pre-production sample of the smallest displacement BMW yet on a test ride through Los Angeles and the Santa Monica Mountains. 134 horsepower is more fun than you think. You don't need half a liter or more under the tank to have a blast, even in the hills and canyons. The 2017 BMW G 310R's over-square 313cc stock single has plenty of spunk, especially in the mid to upper RPM range to keep you smiling as you dive in and out of corners. The liquid-cooled thumper has a backwards tilting cylinder and a head spun 180 degrees. 2. The G 310R is light, nimble, responsive, and predictable in all the best ways. Whether enjoying a moderate boulevard pace, or riding hard and pushing your limits, the bike's neutral handling makes it a carefree, enjoyable experience. A long swing arm matched to a short wheelbase gives the 310 a nice combination of agility and stability. 3. The Michelin Pilot Street radial tires work very well. Pushing it on the Snake on Mulholland Highway, there's plenty of feel and confidence from the rubber. However, BMW hasn't finalized what tires the production model will sport, but I'd be happy with these Michelins. 4. Suspension is surprisingly capable. There are no fork adjustments, and only spring preload adjustment for the Kayaba shock. But BMW engineers found a way to deliver credible suspension on the budget-priced G 310R. It completely doesn't soak up rough road conditions, but it doesn't get unsettled, either. 5. ABS comes stock and you also get a radial-mounted caliper. Progressive brake action at the front lever is friendly to newer riders, but the firmer you squeeze the more you get from the Biber caliper. Biber is a Brembo brand. At just under 350 pounds for the G 310R, a single 300mm disc gets the job done, and the rear 240mm rotor takes care of low-speed deceleration. Stock ABS adds that extra peace of mind. 6. One size fits almost all. While the sub-31-inch seat and compact design of the G 310R will be welcome to smaller stature riders, the relaxed riding position makes the bike surprisingly comfortable to the longer inseam, as well. Whether you want a slight forward lean for a sporty attitude, or an upright stance for cruising the boulevard, there's room in the saddle to adjust. 7. The little BMW is a lane splitter's dream. It's narrow and maneuverable, with predictable power and braking. The G 310R is made for urban environments. Although the torque peak doesn't come until 7,500 RPM, there's plenty of grunt at lower revs to make it a good performer in the city. 8. The G 310R is perfectly sized for everyday real-world riding. Leader bikes are fun on a track or on wide sweeping canyon roads, but much of the power is left unused in suburban environments. Not so with the G 310R. Ideal as a commuter, around-town bike, and capable back roads romper, the G 310R is a 7-day-a-week ride, and not one that you roll out of the garage only on the weekends. 9. The sit-in seating position is reassuring. You don't feel precarious on the G 310R, and it's easy to grip the 3-gallon tank with your knees. This is great on freeways, as well as in the canyons. 10. Fit and finish on the G 310R is not cheap. The G 310R is the first BMW motorcycle to be built in India. Automotive giant TVS Motor Company does the honors, and it backs up BMW's claim that the 310 meets the same standards and quality control as BMW's Berlin plant. 11. With styling inspired by the S1000R, the G 310R will not be mistaken for a beginner bike by most people. Despite its novice-friendly power delivery and ease of use, the G 310R has the styling cues to match its naked sport bike potential. With the iconic BMW badge on its tank, the G310R will turn heads, especially in the red, white, and blue livery. 12. No longer exclusively an aspirational marquee, BMW takes solid aim at the world market. There are a good handful of 300 class bikes to choose from, and at an aggressively competitive $4,750 base price, BMW is poised to take a nice chunk of that market. 13. Don't be in a hurry to